Ancient scriptures highly suppressed, the Nag Hammadi now available. If you read through the Nag Hammadi scriptures, the Gnostic texts, they have such a powerful symbolic representation of the possibilities of our creation, the ancients, the gods, spirits, our physical bodies. It's very interesting. Now, I certainly don't agree with everything that goes through the Nag Hammadi scriptures by any means. Yet, every time I read through these scriptures, many powerful archetypes present themselves to me. And I want to share a couple of scriptures that have been heavily suppressed, and these books were almost completely destroyed by the Crusades and those that didn't want anything that didn't conform with the church hundreds of years ago. So the concept of our great power and the authoritative discourse, the origin of the soul, is from above. Now, you can actually pick up a Nag Hammadi book, Amazon, for pretty cheap. I have the revised and updated translation of Sacred Gnostic Texts, edited by Marvin Meyer. Once again, you can pick this up at Amazon for pretty darn cheap. Now, I'm going to read this to you. The origin of the soul is from the above. In heaven, in him, anyone appears. The hidden heavens appear, and before the invisible, ineffable worlds become visible. From these came the invisible soul of righteousness, one member with them, one body with them, one spirit with them, whether she is coming down or is in the realm of fullness, she is not apart from them. But they see her, and she looks at them through the invisible word. The word is like food and medicine for the soul. The soul is like a child among stepchildren. This is like wheat mixed with chaff. The Father establishes a contest in the world. Before anything was, the Father alone existed. Before the worlds in the heaven appeared, or the world on earth, or principalities, or authorities, or powers appeared, and they produced others. Nothing came to be without the Father's will. The Father wished to reveal his wealth and his glory, and so he established a great contest in this world. He wanted to make the contestants come up and leave behind what is of the created world and despise these things with exalted, incomprehensible knowledge and run to the one who is. We are to be triumphant over the ignorance of those who contend with us, the adversaries who contend against us through our knowledge, for we already have known the inscrutable from whom we have come. We have nothing in this world, or else the world's authority that came to be might hold us back in the worlds of the heavens where death is universal, surrounded by individual. We withdraw from the world. The world heals the soul's blindness. The soul finds shelter in her treasure house. We are like fish that may be caught in nets. We shall be consumed by man-eaters. Man-eaters will grab us and consume us, and they will enjoy themselves like a fisherman who is casting a hook and line into the water. For a fisherman casts different kinds of bait into the water because each kind of fish has its own food. The fish smells the food and swims after the fragrance of the food. But when it bites into the bait, the hook hidden within snares it and draws it up by force from the deep water. Nobody can catch that fish down in the deep water unless a fisherman finds a way to trap it. By tricking the fish with food, the fisherman has caught the fish on the hook. The adversary tries to poison us with the food of this world. We live like this in the world like fish. The adversary is on the lookout for us and is lying in wait for us like a fisherman to catch us. The adversary is delighted to consume us. He dangles many kinds of food before our eyes, the stuff of this world, because he hopes to make us desire just one kind of food and to taste only a little of it, that he then may catch us with his hidden poison and take us from freedom into slavery. For when he catches us with a single kind of food, we cannot help but desire the rest of the food. In the end, such things become the food of death. The devil lies in wait with food. These are the kinds of food with which the devil lies in wait for us. First, he plants pain in your heart so that you feel heartache over something trivial in this life. And he catches us with the poisons. After that, he introduces the desire for an article of clothing so that you will be proud. And then love of money, pride, vanity, envy, rivaling envy, beauty of body. The worst of all, these are ignorance and laziness. All such kinds of food an adversary prepares in an attractive way and spreads it out before the body. The adversary wants to make thought of the soul turn the soul to some kind of food, and thus he hopes to overwhelm her. As with a hook, he draws the soul by force and ignorance, in ignorance, and deceives her until she conceives evil and bears fruit of matter and behaves badly, pursuing many desires and cravings, seduced in ignorance by the pleasure of the flesh. The soul finally eats the food of life. The soul has a true shepherd. The rational soul learns about God and comes to rest. Then, here's another interesting article, or I should say scripture. The concept of our great power, almost 2,000 years old. Intellectual perception, the concept of the great power. Whoever knows the great power will be saved. In the beginning are water and spirit. The first age of flesh begins. The second age of the soul follows. The revealer comes in the world and is persecuted. The revealer triumphs over the archons and ascends. Many follow the revealer and record his words. The archons attack the plate, the place where the word first appeared. Wow, I mean, there's so much information here. The imitator reigns over the earth and leads people astray. Souls are purified as apocalyptic signs appear. And then the third age of the Spirit is an eon of beauty. What'd you get out of that, folks? Question everything. Be the change you want to see.